Flap back or sit back? I always have to choose clap back.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
Realistically, everything can really be fixed just with like a simple conversation, but far past gone that shit, so you gotta do all this little lame shit, but it is what it is. But I don't want y'all to feel bad for me. I'm cool, trust me. This is just my time where I can just put my head down and just work and set myself and my family up for the future.
This situation with Halle Belly and DDG is getting crazy. We know that some weeks ago she filed a restraining order against him, saying that he had assaulted her, and then he filed a restraining order against her, saying that she was mentally unstable. He wants sole custody of their son, because right now she has sole custody. We know that he showed some text messages where she was talking about unaliving herself. So now, when he filed for his restraining order, a lot of women was cheering all over the country because they were saying that his restraining order was denied. Well, now we're looking at where it says DDG's lawyer claims they secure a Halle Belly restraining order, but there's a catch, right? There are a lot of divided opinions concerning what's going on with DDG and Halle Belly. The former couple launched abuse allegations against one another, which reportedly resulted in two restraining orders. Judge Latrice A.G. Birdsong partially granted the Michigan rapper and streamer a temporary restraining order. This bars the Atlanta singer from engaging in physical or emotional abuse. It does not, however, change her temporary sole custody of their son Halo or prevent them from traveling internationally, which is the main objective it sought. Still, it seems like the content creating MC, whose real name is Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., did get some wins amid the loss. He now has legal protection from more alleged abuse and could potentially get the third party he wants to mediate custody dealings. Speaking of which, the former couple have a date on June 24th to work out any custodial agreements and make their individual cases. But the initial report suggests that DDG didn't get this order against Halle Belly. His lawyer issued a statement to Double XL clarifying that a judge granted a temporary restraining order against her on Wednesday, June 4th. It just only covers a block of the alleged physical and emotional abuse, not custody changes or travel blocks. And he wanted to get that travel block because he wanted to have access to his son. He didn't want her to be able to take the son and be gone for 2 months where he can't see his child. The court granted Mr. Granberry a temporary restraining order, TRO, based on the serious allegations set forth in his application. The legal team's statements read, the issuance of this order reflects the court's finding that there is sufficient cause to provide immediate legal protection while the matter proceeds. At this time, custody-related issues remain pending and are subject to a full hearing, where both parties will have the opportunity to present their claims and defenses. The statement continues, these are highly sensitive matters involving a minor child, and Mr. Gadberry remains committed to resolving them through the appropriate legal channels, not the court of public opinion. Meanwhile, DDG's alleged allegations against Halle Belly are similar to those going the other way around, at least on paper. The specific allegations of physical abuse, emotional distress, verbal altercations vary. These include allegedly unstable text messages from Halle Belly that allegedly threatened to harm their son Halo, and allegedly threats of physical violence from the blame to the artist. Man, we will see what a court of law concludes, right? So this thing gets real scary, and it gets real crazy because she was threatening to unalive herself, right? And she's also saying that she's going to unalive herself and leave him with the baby and let his whoever girlfriend he was messing with let her take care of the baby. She said all of these different things. Now, a lot of women are making excuses for it, right? But Aiden Ross also went on to social media to say that he hooked DDG up with his lawyers, and they said this.
Crazy, bro. It really is disgusting.
There's more right here. DDG some. Wait, let me see.
But I'm glad that he got connected to my lawyers. Oh yeah, this is like the classic, right? I'm sure we've all had a girlfriend where they're like, if you leave me, I'm gonna kill myself. Chat, y'all wanna know the truth? I put DD in a group chat with my lawyers. Shit.
Oh, so this is the reason why all this is coming out.
Man, my boy Daryl, man, you gotta make sure he's a good dude. He's a good human being.
This is why all this is coming out. It makes sense. I ain't gonna lie, Halle Berry, you're cooked. You need Jay-Z to back you up or something.
You know, can I just tell you guys something really quick about something like that? There needs to be a clause in legal where if a woman is trying to put allegations on a man and it gets caught in 4K, it's fake,
get in trouble.
The girl needs to do the time. Like, it's just, why the fuck is this not a...
Now, see, whenever something like this jumps off, it falls immediately into the gender war. You have a whole bunch of women run to one side, a whole bunch of men run to the other side. Nobody's looking on behalf of the child and what's best for the child. Everybody's looking at what they've been through, or maybe the bad choices that they made in the mate, and they're putting that on this young couple. And I tell you, young men, listen, you got to be real careful. I'll wait, because as you heard Aiden Ross and them speak, right? There's also a lot of women that's speaking, and they are just solely pro-woman, right? It doesn't even matter. DDG is irrelevant, right? Y'all don't believe me? Check this out.
Well, DDG got a restraining order. I don't think Halle was going anywhere near him anyways. But his lawyer wanted y'all to know that he did get a protection against Halle, even though Halle got hers first a long time ago. He also produced an audio video of him and Halle getting into it in the car and Halle allegedly hurting him. I'm saying allegedly because I ain't seen that shit. And then Halle, with the quickness, brought up DDG and his brother getting into that damn altercation at DreamCon. I told y'all that shit was coming. Still doesn't change the fact that Halle still has full custody right now of Halo, and he is going out of the country, I think Italy, with her. And the restraining order that she has put on DDG will remain in effect until they sit in front of a judge on June 24th. And that is where the custody battle will start. So all the mudslinging right now, it will all build up at the end. But Halle will not be losing custody of that baby. And DDG is going to have to prove that he can take care of Halo 50% of the time. Not with his mama, not with no assistance, him focusing on that boy 24/7 while he is in his care. And I don't want to hear shit about Halle not being able to do that, because she's already been able to prove that she can handle her son and work at the same time. And unlike DDG, her life is scheduled out around her son. DDG's life is up and down, gone, come back, gone, come back. I'ma get him when I can. I want to see him now on demand. Y'all stream loving DDG fans, y'all really out there. At the end of the day, the mother will win. She's had that boy since birth. And when they broke up, who was taking care of him? Who had full-time custody of him? Her. If you really wanted to fight for your son and you thought he was in any type of danger when everything was happening in 2023, 2024, you should have done something then. Now you just look jealous and petty.
And see, I think women like this is disgusting. Because I can almost guarantee you, most of these women are single moms. There's no man involved. And this is the thing. She's saying that the only way he should be able to see his child or have any type of custody of his child is if he can prove that he can take care of his child without the mom, without this. He gotta prove all these things. No, he's the father of the child. He has just as many rights to the child as the mother do. But I tell you, young men in this country, all the time. Now, I'm not pro-black woman. I'm not pro-black man. I'm pro-black community. But I'm speaking to you young men for a minute. In America, women are taught that the children are theirs. It belongs to them. That's why they always refer to the child as my child, right? She can have whoever she want around the child. She can have the child whenever she want. If y'all break up, she can get a new boyfriend. She can have the child around her boyfriend. But she tries to dictate who you can have around her child. She dictates when you can get her child. She dictates where you can take her child. Because it's not your child. It's her child. It's her child. And she has to dictate everything that goes on with her child. That's just the way it goes. So you got to be careful who you put your seed in, man. You know, you gotta be careful who you put your seed in. See now, a lot of women say, well, there's a lot of men out here that don't take care of each other. We know, but that's not the topic. We're talking about the way women view children when they have children with men. And it's their child. Now, not all women agree with what Halle Belly is doing. There's some women that's talking like this.
He keeps saying, how come DDG didn't go to the court? How come he didn't say anything? Why is he saying stuff now? Didn't she start this up? Didn't she light the fire and now he's throwing in dynamite and now you guys are upset? Didn't she poke and poke and poke and got what she wanted? She could have handled this like an adult, and she made this bigger than it needed to be. And clearly, DDG wanted to not say nothing because look at the whole thing. Do you think I would never want everybody to know everything that's happening in my relationship? Not only is it embarrassing, humiliating, now everybody knows. I find it so crazy that you guys are still blaming him. Postpartum this, she's going through this. She literally, when she first found out she had the baby, said that she was going to unalive him and threatened. She's been doing this stuff even before she had postpartum. She's been crazy. Why are we acting as if we don't see that there's women that are like this? I find it so sad that women could support women who do this.
Now, let me get back on it. Because as I said, when you get together and y'all bring forth a life, see, because we live in a day and time today where people say that they don't want to get married. We can co-parent. How can you co-parent when the genders don't even get along? The genders don't see things on common ground. Everything is based in the gender war. Everything is the man fault on one side. Everything is the woman fault. Y'all don't have no compromise. Y'all don't want to work together. Y'all don't love each other enough to make it work for the child. No. Everything is trying to one-up each other, right? And it's hard in the culture where, and it's not just all the women's fault, but the American culture teaches the women that the child is theirs. The mentality of, I'm going to take my baby away from the father for months because he doesn't want to be with me. See, this is the thing. I could be a horrible boyfriend or husband. That don't mean that I was a horrible parent. I might have been a bad in a relationship to you, or I might just not want to be with you no more. That don't mean you have a right to weaponize the children against me. No, our children is our children. Just the same way I wouldn't have a right to weaponize the children against the mother. No, but in this country, it's incentivized because, like I said, they want us to be at each other's throat. They want us to be constantly beefing with each other. That's the way it's set up, man. And the courts, I tell you young guys all the time, the courts is not set up for you to have any rights like that. You know, they may give you custody, but you got to prove damn near everything. But I tell a lot of you women, you disagree with everything I say until it's your son's turn to get into the dating pool, or when your son has a child and he comes home crying because the mother won't let him see the child because they broke up, and the baby mama's real nasty to you. She won't let you see your grandchild. Now you understand what us as men, what we're talking about. Because in this country, the babies are yours. We're just a paycheck for the most part when we break up. And it's a sad thing. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So they're due back in court late June. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he can get half custody. They can share custody of that child, and they can figure it out and make it work. But a lot of women don't know how to share custody or give up custody because they're used to being in charge because in their mind it's their children. I went through that. So that's how I know. And it's part of American culture. It's not just, because I don't want people to just think it's not a black woman thing, it's women, period. It's American culture, not a black community thing, right? So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this, man, because like I said, I'm not really part of this gender stuff. I want these young people to figure it out and make it work. I know the DDG got a lot of maturing to do, but so do she. I'm going to cut this video short here, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.